Oh, Jay, can you hear me?
Uh, yes, I can.
Yes.
So I got
Hear
the
me?
live stream going. I'm also
Okay, getting
working
ready.
on getting our transcript. Do we want to have Flo with us at all? Or like doing a UI
Uh,
agent?
Recording is on.
I'm gonna do that. Wait, let me share the audio.
So is that a yes for the UI agent?
I don't know what that is. What do you mean?
For the AI, like do we
Go to
want
the
Flo,
rhythm.
like an AI agent?
AIJ for what?
Well, for our session.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, if it's gonna what's the AIJ agent called?
It just helps us make sure we're following all the policies and getting our recordings going and just sort of verifying everything. But eventually it'll actually be able to do the whole interview, but we haven't done that yet. Anyways, but we
I
don't
have
need
the
it.
rhythm now.
Yes, I have
I have
rhythm
the
right
rhythm
here.
going. So are you going to
Cool. Yeah,
have
I
the
have
rhythm
rhythm.
or?
Yeah. Anyway, so we can just skip the UI agent for now and just keep it human, which is fine. But if we want to add that, we can. It's just up to us to decide. Okay.
If you look
So,
at it in 1 minute.
hi, Babi. How are you doing? So,
Hi, Jay. I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
great to meet you too. Let's start with
How are
some.
you?
I'm doing pretty good. Let's start with some check-ins. We'll just do some full check-ins. We have the notes here. So,
Okay.
let's see what happened to my notes. Oh, wait, what? Okay, my notes disappeared. So let's go back to recruitment team. No, the notes were in general. Yes. All right. So here are the notes. So make sure they're linked here to our Jitsi. And
time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
so yeah,
Did
why
you
not?
hear my rhythm?
Yes, we got double rhythm going on. We're good.
Double rhythm. So, do you want me to cancel it for now? You're gonna take care.
I've been getting used to double rhythms. I'm fine, but you know, it's up to you.
No, but since Babi is the first time, so
Okay.
it's not confuse her too much. Yeah.
Cool.
So you're gonna take care, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll do
I'm
the.
gonna
I got the
stop it.
rhythm perfectly synced. So
Yeah.
let's just do some check-ins for a bit. Here from each person. Here from each person. So when we do our, is there any objections to topic 1 being check-ins? Doing a little more extended check-ins.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
All right. So usually for our check-ins, we say, you know, how we are doing, and then we give a number from 1 to 9.
So let me interrupt you 1 second.
Yeah.
So Babi,
See? Yes?
you can see you're in front of the Excel, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now there is a worksheet called check-ins.
Yes.
Yes, we're there now. You can join us there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're doing some check-ins. We're just saying how we are.
From 1
what's
to
going on,
9, you have to write. Okay.
Yeah, join us there. I don't see you.
There's in the notes. You're trying to get Bobby in the notes, right?
Yeah, she's in the notes.
Okay.
But she's not in the right worksheet.
Oh yeah. So you want to just click on 1 check-ins.
Yes, you want to click on the sheet, 1 check-in.
1 check-in. 1 second. Let me try.
And you're welcome to share your screen if you'd like.
One check-ins. Okay. Do you see me
Now
now?
I see you. Yeah.
Yay, we're all here.
See
Red,
us?
green, blue. Perfect.
We're all here.
All right.
Great.
So sorry, I'm gonna start. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been doing okay. We've had a little, you know, difficulties with the team, with me and Martins and Lucy. So it's only been 3 of us. So this week we're trying to address some issues and the such. So anyways, I'm about a 3.6 overall. So I'm hanging in there, doing all right. And I've been working a lot on these platforms and working with like AI coding and actually developing all these automated systems. It's actually quite exciting. And I'm in California.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1,
Inhale.
2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2,
Exhaling.
3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So that's our rhythm.
So
We just try to.
let me just say something.
Yeah.
Bobby. So when we have our sessions, work sessions, we have the rhythm, right? Because usually we work many hours and over the day. So every 3 minutes we either have a pause or
Inhaling, exhaling, or
yes.
okay.
Yeah, we do all together, and it's amazing because you will see. But just it's gonna interrupt us, and you just go with it. All right.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
follow the flow.
Yeah, the
Okay.
rhythm is like our Pomodoro, right? So it's about prioritizing human health because we're not machines, so we need to take breaks. We take a break at the bottom of the hour and the top of the hour, and we try to stretch and just remember that we're human beings and make sure that our sessions are accessible to any age, any person, any group, and it helps people stay focused and all that because not everybody is just like a machine and can do sessions for 3 hours without stopping.
Of course,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we are totally transparent. Everything is public.
Yes.
Okay.
So right now we're publicly broadcasting, recording, documenting, transcribing. Just everything is just open, public, transparent.
Yeah, everything is on YouTube.
Yes. So by
Okay.
joining, we're basically make sure that we're all in agreement on the public broadcasting, and that's very key core initial agreement to being involved, especially with me. I mean, we do have private parts of our network. We work with lots of private organizations since 99% of organizations are private. But each individual can choose if they want to be in the public side or the private side. So, working with me is obviously going to be public. Okay?
Public.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So anyways, I'm in California. Doing okay. I'm about a 3.6, and that's my check-in. I've been working on all these platforms, and we'll be talking about them and doing a lot of AI work. So now you can check in, say how you've been doing. I don't know, Alberto, if you want to go first and give another example.
Yeah, I'm gonna go next. So I'm in Saudi Arabia, and now it's 1 a.m. So I'm really very much excited that the Babi's here. Finally, after many years, I managed to involve her because I think she can be a very good asset to our
Time to pause.
mission.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Yeah, so of course I've been trying to be involved more or less with the net to view, but I'm not being very successful. I mean, of course, whatever. It is what it is, but we're here now, and I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to have a good session to try to involve Babi because she really needs to have a paid job. So I think that this could be the right channel for her to get a paid job to help us grow the network in a way that will also help myself. Because my goal is in July to leave leave my current job, which is just make me miserable. But it is what it is. I mean, because I need to feed my children. But I mean, I think Babi, if she commits, if she works hard, and she could really help us grow the business in a way that July I can join and be able to make the the minimum income that I need for myself and for my family to have a good life. So very excited, and I'm about 3 at the moment. 3.
Cool.
Okay.
Bobby, would you like to check in?
Sure. Okay, I'm not really good in talking and sharing my feelings, but I will try. Okay. Um. So I'm in Milano. Oh no, I got it wrong. I have to go down. I'm in Milan.
Oh, you can just we can type. You can just
Yeah, it
talk.
writes by itself. Amazing. I'm in Milan right now, and I'm really excited to join you guys. I mean, if I'm gonna go through the recruitment, and at the moment, I have a lot of difficulties because I'm going through a very hard separation with my childhood, who she's 4 years old.
Time to stretch.
Yeah,
Please stop.
I spent a
Stand
lot of
up
my
and stretch and
family.
move around for 30 seconds.
We're doing stretch. Got to do our stretch real quick.
So a quick stretch.
I did it.
Stand up, jump around, move your arms, do whatever you want. Or like,
I moved my neck, right,
All right.
left.
Continue. Go for it.
And so I spent a lot of my family money because of this. So I'm trying to find a job, and obviously, I also want to like the job. But mainly, I'm being honest, it's for the money. But so at the moment, I think I would say I'm 2.
Cool. Oh,
Check.
right.
One is the worst, and 10 is the best, right?
Correct.
9. Yeah, 9.9.
9.999.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would like to maybe later. I'm not sure what your goal is. I mean, I'm not sure what the business is about, what this platform is about. I mean, nobody explained me.
Cool. So let's let's go into our next topic. So we did our check-ins. We always want to get agreement on
Yeah.
our topics. I think a status update
Okay.
on what's going on, just like kind of like our current plan and current
Bobby,
situations.
now we are in the worksheet view up top.
Oh yeah, we just went to view up topics.
topics.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So
We're
I would
deciding what we're going to talk about.
I would propose
Moving
that
forward.
our next topic, and I would make it a little bit longer because going through the whole plan and the status update and our current situation take a little bit. But basically the foundational goal of getting stable, understanding the basics of the work and the difficulties with the financial situation and the opportunities for growth. I think all of that we can cover in this next topic, and then after that we could probably get more into just like open questions for Babi, like just
Okay.
get all your questions answered, and then after
Okay.
that we would go into like the actual interview. But the interview itself can be done. It can be done written, so you can do it, afterwards and things like that. So, does everyone have agreement on topic 2?
Yeah, I agree.
Are there any objections? We're good. All right.
No objections.
All right. So topic 2 is going to be kind of like our status update. So now we're going
Okay.
into
Time
topic
to
2.
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, so let's start with just understanding the basics of the work. Then we'll go into our current situation. So, the current plan and work, the current situation, and then moving forward with our plan, right? All right.
Yeah.
So the current plan and work is basically twofold, right? On one side, we are the coalition.
Now we are on status.
What?
We agreed on the
Status.
project.
Yeah.
Now we
Yes,
created.
current plan and work.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
we're on status. Topic 2.
Thank-
Status. Okay. So So
Okay.
basically, we have a network, right? Which we call the coalition, is like the public face of our network is the coalition. And this is the Coalition for Decentralized Movement Organizing. What is the point? The point is to restabilize our human societal relationship with the planet, and the universe, and ourselves, right? So we see the current status of the world as a huge, massive crisis, with dozens of crises going on, from corruption, government overpower, corporate controls, basically working people to death, not taking care of the environment, and things are degrading in a lot of social circles, and democracy is being degraded. So it's all about how do we evolve democracy, how do we evolve our systems.
Military is the biggest spending of
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
There's
so there's a
wars all over
lot
the
of
place.
problems in the world, and so we're trying to address those, but we realistically understand that that's a slow process and it's very difficult, and there's not necessarily a guarantee, and there's not really money in that, right? So does that sort of make sense as far as like the
We want
public
to make
facing?
money.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we want to make money.
Yeah, we want to make money, but the point is that we might be able to do some fundraising and that stuff, but the overall vision in the public face is not for making money, right? That's not what we're here to do, is make money. We're here to make the world a better place, right? We're a social organization, and our social causes are primary. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then so that's like the first sort of understanding. The second sort of understanding is the business model, right? So the business, let's bring that down here. The business is, the easiest way to talk about it is the co-op, right? So we have the contributors co-op, and we work on client work, right? And the client work is related to.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Breathing. That's good. Cool. So the business work is related to taking on client work as a co-op. And the client work is primarily like internal, Jay's business. We've worked with Alberto's business. My business is called Activity, but we have various projects. The main projects that can make us money in the short term are AI, and implementing AI. The primary way we're doing that is we're building an AI technology group. And so this technology group is building all these platforms. So we can go through all the platforms. But a couple of the platforms that we will be talking about are Valos.team. So that's where we will, and then there's also PEP, right? So pep.coalition.community. So from there, we also can do grants and write grants. And then we also are doing multimedia, which is all of our outreach and communications to the public, so that we're publicly accountable. And by the way, Alberto, just today we got our very first Blue Sky account fully functional and automated. It's amazing. So it's very exciting. Things are moving forward with our new platforms. And then from there, the last part is the token. So the tokens are the fundamental value structure of everything that we do. And then I will add assets and basically, upfront payrolls, right? So the assets are money that's in the bank, but that is not ours, that we oversee, and assets for others. And then the tokens represent the value of all the work that we're doing. So the primary value of our entire model is tokens. And so we'll explain that and we'll understand how that moves forward. But this is basically the work that we're doing. So if you have questions about the work, and basically I would say my primary work I do every day is basically building and coding using vibe coding, working on platforms with AI. Right? So we basically are just coding constant coding and building a technology company. And these are some of the examples. So for example, valos.team, I can show you what this platform looks like right now. This is our team platforms. This is where we do all of our teams, our budgets, our payrolls. You come to your teams, you go into the core team, and then this is where you would actually set up your new public profile.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So for example, if you're in Milan, Italy, and you look up the value, I doubt it's gonna work. See, edge function did not work. Anyway, so we do everything with cost of living, and we'll talk about this more in terms of like the actual value. But we put in Milan. See how it's a Milan LO? I don't know. I guess LO is the state, right? So if you put in here Milan LO, it probably would work. We'll see if it works here. Maybe if I just wrote Milan too. Yeah, that works. Although the source URL is still wrong. And then we sync it, and then this will actually sync and come up with your values for your actual jurisdictional values for yeah. So this is the values. So this is your token values you automatically get for tokens based on your jurisdiction. Okay? So that's an example, and this is also where we do all of our budgets and our payrolls. This is still alpha testing. So it's how do we test this and get this all set up and get it functional. But eventually this will be a platform that other people can sign on to and pay us for and actually work with. Okay, but that's just an example of some of our platforms that we're building. Okay, so in other platforms, the other platforms are well, there's lots of other platforms. I don't know. We'll go that in terms of the status update. We'll go through all the platforms. Okay. So any other questions on exactly what we're doing? Right, and we also want to do grants, super important.
I want to give some context.
Multimedia, yeah.
Yeah, no, because this is, of course, for Babi, this must be very, very confusing, right? So what we do here is we're building new infrastructures, educational, economics, and the third one is
or decision making, right?
Yeah, and decision-making structures, infrastructure.
So we do tokens, we do
Because
cooperative
our goal
organizing.
our goal is to change the world, right? To make the world a better place. Yeah, the world is fucked up. In a few words, right? The world is very fucked up. So what we do today is thanks to all these new technologies that we have, basically mainly through blockchain and the tokens and the cryptos, right? Jay is
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
So let's take a break for 6 minutes, and I'm gonna continue. So
You want to take a break?
Some context.
Yeah. So basically,
we're going too fast. Yeah.
yeah, but basically, yeah, I always go too fast. Definitely neurodiverse, definitely a lot going on, hyperactive, all those wonderful things. But basically, educational platforms, that educate people on how to do the work and working with AI. We're building the new token models for our economic systems, and then we are cooperatively making decisions as a co-op for our decision making, right? New models of decision making. So that's sort of like the foundation to our infrastructural models. So let's take a quick break. Is there any initial question just to make sure you don't have like a burning question before we take a break?
No, let's take a break and then we can continue.
See more questions. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we're gonna come back, see if there's any more questions on what we do, and then we're gonna go into our current situation, which will cover our monetary money and our overall team difficulties and everything, and then we're gonna go into the plan for moving forward. Okay. Cool. So let's take a break. 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and continue. So
yeah, 5-minute break.
end of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right, I am back.
Okay, Jay,
You're back? Okay, cool.
I'm listening.
So, is there any other questions?
No, I was looking up at your platforms. And then I looked at Valos and at Pep Coalition,
Nice.
and
Yeah, me too. They are a bit difficult to join, but I mean, maybe we'll see later.
Yeah, they're all
No, but
very.
I was looking at the graph. Now I was looking the content, the graphic is pretty.
Yeah, so they're all very,
there's
very.
a lot of work to do. We're looking forward for you to do, Babi.
Yeah, so the main thing is like a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot of alpha testing and
It's
beta,
good.
and then we do beta testing and just trying to get the platforms functional. And then also we're gonna want to get the platforms to be fully operational with being able to have people buy, sign up for actual, services, right? So that they're paying us money. So right now, none of them it has like pricing, but you can't actually click on purchase, right? So we need to add in all the purchasing functionality, and then interconnect it all into the coalition with our multimedia and such. So any questions on what we're doing? So I mean, really the foundation of what we do is one thing and one thing only. We do sessions just like this. So a lot of people think about work and they think about all of these different things that happen. You have to learn everything. That's just not what we do and how we operate. The foundation to everything we do is just scheduling for a session, coming to the session, and doing work. And then over time, you learn what you need to do, and you can take work with you and do individual self-driven work and do it on your own. But we always bring it back to the session. We do constant reviews every day. We're always reviewing the work that we've worked on. And we also break up into other buddy teams and we work with other people, right? So overall, the sessions themselves are the product, right? Our sessions are always live streamed. We have all of our notes. All this is going to go to social media, multimedia, and that is our fundraising systems, right? So every single thing we talk about will be documented and published online, and then asking people to get involved, asking people to donate, asking people to help. And so it's all part of the interlaced system, but we haven't started with our multimedia. In fact, today is the very, very first day. I'll link the profile that I set up that's starting to actually, we've been trying to link Discord to social media for so long, and it never
Time
works.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So we now just started with our multimedia. So every single multimedia post, right? Like currently, if you see the multimedia now, all these posts are kind of just very, have a link, just some random link that doesn't even work, right? It's like a database link. So we need to fix that. But overall, this should link to our fundraising. So every single post goes into our fundraising, and come to our website and, get our token and get involved, so that we're constantly engaging the public with all the activities that we're doing and what's going on. It's not a pretty thing though. Because we're publicly transparent, we're going to have many different channels. Our communications channel is raw and it's just everything. And then we have our weekly updates, which are only our curated weekly, nice looking public facing. We have daily updates. And then we do the actual, just raw communications, which are ugly. Right now we have conflict. We have issues going on because people are not happy about the work and everything. So we're trying to figure it all out. So
how many people are involved by now?
It's just in terms of we've been doing this for decades, so there's hundreds of people who have tokens and have ownerships in the cooperative. But as far as currently involved, there's only 3 people, right? And you'll be number 4, right? So there's myself, there's Lucy, and then there's Martins. Martins, it can be difficult even to hear him because he's always on and off with his communications. Lucy does the most work, and even her, it's very minimal. So I do 90% or more of the work.
But so all the people I see online, I mean on the right, on your platform, they're just
the platforms are brand new. Yeah.
AI. I'm trying to.
Yeah. So we've
But the point,
The
yeah,
IA.
yeah.
we
So
had a very good. We had a very good moment. I worked for this couple of years full time. We had a very good moment.
Uh-huh.
Then, as you know, I had my issues, and now I'm here. And but the situations, then it's that as I told you, right? The point is that we need to get your main job. If you get accepted and you pass the recruitment, you get, so, your main job would be to schedule, show up with Jay, and then the work will happen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Jay is also telling in a way, right? So
yes.
what
Yeah.
really is our product is the scheduling with Jay,
Yeah.
in general, doing
Time
this
for breath.
PT session.
Please stop and get
To
ready.
get Jay
Now
to
inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
if you manage to be consistent, you come to the
Yes.
session, you schedule, you show up, and you commit to these 144 hours that you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
144 hours, basically, you will be working with Jay in a real-time PT session,
Yeah.
and the magic happens.
Okay. And that's why I was asking you, Albi, but I think I should ask Jay. We can prepare, and I mean, in case I pass and I will work with you guys, I can schedule week by week our sessions, or
Yeah.
like I can give you
We, as
my
policy, we should have a schedule of at least 1 week in advance.
Yeah.
So
One.
yeah.
you should schedule
No, I
1 week in
prefer
advance.
1 week in advance every week. I
The
can
minimum,
my
yeah.
schedule, my free
Oh,
time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
overall, our primary sessions are Andromeda Hour 1, which is 8 p.m. UTC. Right. So that would be 2.5 hours before this time. So if we subtract 2.5 hours from now, that would be our normal.
Yeah, would be 9:30 my time.
Yeah, because Jay is in California, right? So
I
Yes.
prefer later than that. So I prefer Cobalt Hour 1. Cobalt Hour 1 is 11 p.m. UTC, which is even later. So part of me is doing the recruitment to find people in America's time. I'm also
I
interested in
prefer
traveling.
later than I prefer later because I put my daughter to sleep at 9:30 my time. It would be your 11:30. So if it would start our session like my 10:30, so your 12:30, it would be the
No.
best time for me. No. So
he's in California, so he's like 6 hours behind you.
Yeah. Anyways, the
Yeah.
best thing to do is try to focus on UTC, and we do Andromeda Hour 1, we do Cobalt Hour 1. If we want to change overall our times, we can try to change those, but then that would be a decision that we do cooperatively. We make an agreement with the team on changing the times, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Better.
overall, we can schedule one-time things. We can also schedule in advance to whatever time works. But yeah, scheduling can sometimes be difficult, and that's just the challenge of working and running a
Time
business
to
and figuring it
pause.
all out.
Please
It's
stop.
we're all
Close
in
your
different
eyes.
places across the world.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I do hope at some point to be heading back towards Europe, but right now I'm in California. So, but yeah. So, anyways, the sessions.
You're based not in California.
Yeah.
I am in California.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're not based. You said you hope to come back to Europe.
I do want to come back to Europe. I mean, I have family in Spain, so I spend, I've been there many, dozen or more times, and we would like to go spend some more time there. But anyways, until I'm there, it's not really applicable, and we don't know. I don't know when I'm coming and all that kind of stuff. But it's
For the
hopefully at some
moment,
point.
he's in California, in San Francisco.
Thank
So you need to understand that if if you're committing for 6 hours per day, as you said, you're available to commit for 6 hours per day, 6 days per week,
Mm-hmm.
is a lot. 144 hours per month, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to organize yourself in a way that you need to be scheduling with Jay
Yes.
advance, minimum 1 week in advance. So
Yes.
that the whole week in front of you, you already scheduled.
Yes.
Yeah, in a way that
You commit
that
to the hours. Yes, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
So
And with the time that works for Jay, because the time are different.
especially the
Especially.
time
Yeah.
you're Jay, right?
Yeah.
Because the point is you need to schedule with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole point.
Yeah.
We schedule with Jay so that we make sure that the work is moving forward. So that during the hours that you schedule with Jay, he's working and is building the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So generally, do you understand the work, or do you have any other questions on about like what the work is that we do? So basically, we have the front,
No,
which is
now
like,
I understand.
yeah. So we want to help the world, and we'll help anyone who wants to start an organization or a cause or do anything. We'll help them, right? That's the front. Is like, well, we're here to just help people make programs and projects that make the world a better place. But on the backside, we have to run a business, right? We have to actually be sustainable and functional and run a business, which is the back end of everything. And that's the hard part, right? That's the actual hard work with the cooperative. Cool. All right, so let's go into
Yeah.
our current situation, shall we?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I want to say that we are already 18 minutes into the session, so into the topic.
Oh, shall we do a view up?
So let's extend it.
Okay.
Time to stretch. Please
So
stop.
let's do a quick stretch and
Stand
we'll
up.
do a view up.
Keep stretching and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick stretch.
So, Bobby, now we are back in view up topics. We already
Yeah.
consumed the 18 minutes that we programmed for,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
now we need to do a new agreement because we're going longer, which is okay, but as long as we have agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, what we want to do is really, focus in on the money, on the recruitment, and basically the foundational goals to get stable and like what we're trying to achieve, right, in our plan. Okay. So
Yeah.
in the opportunities, right? Opportunities. Okay. So and just to make sure it's very very clear. Well, here I'll finish by. Are there any objections to topic 2.1? So we're just
No.
continuing.
No objection.
No objection.
Okay. So continue. All right. So we have agreement on topic 2.1, and we're gonna go into the same tab, and I'm just gonna add 2.1 here, right? Okay. And then we are on line 39. Current situation. All right.
Yeah.
140. All right. So basically, I just want to make sure it's very very clear in relationship to our current status that we've only been doing these platforms for like a month, maybe a month and a week. Okay, so it typically is going to take like 3 to 6 months to like build up platforms and like get functional as a new technology group, right? So it's very very new, but it brings a lot of opportunity and a lot of exciting things working with the AI and actually building these new platforms. Okay. So that's the list of platforms. That's sort of what we're focused on right now for bringing in money and getting functional. And then as far as like the actual types of work, we have the internal worker and there's the public image worker. The public image worker would be more like, doing a lot more like podcasts, where it's more like recorded broadcast, public, and that we were having our image, where we actually do videos. So we turn on the lights and the camera and the videos, and we do a much more public broadcasting because that's going to be able to connect with a lot more people. And so that pays more money, right? And then, usually people start at the operational level. So you start at operations, then you kind of get into client work. Then we go into manager and business work. So we could say just like business
Time to pause. Please stop.
business worker,
Close your
and then you have
eyes.
the manager
Count 1, 2, 3,
and executive level.
4,
So these are like the
5.
levels.
Open your eyes.
So everyone would start like an operational worker, which basically is like budgets, payrolls, like all that, learning just the basics, sessions. Then you want to really get into the deep client work, and this is where we make all the money, right? And that's we're virtual assistant, VAs. We call it VA. So this is a virtual assistant position. That's like what we are here to do, right? And working with the executive. Okay, and then over
Wait,
time we can build.
Are you in status? Where are we? I'm lost. Status.
Yeah, we're on line
Status line
46.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
No problem. It's always good. That's why we try to keep organized, right? Making sure we all know where we are. All right, so that's sort of like the current worker setup of how we function. As far as our team goes, again, there's just Lucy and there is Martins, right? Martins, I believe, I think they're both in Kenya, actually. Kenya. And so sometimes the English can be difficult. Part of what we need to be focusing on is like we are not multi-language yet, and we have the multi-language systems that we need to set up, and this includes on our platforms. Like our platform should be translatable, and our sessions should be translatable. So that's work that we need to do. But overall, we have difficulties. Like we do not get all the work done. Do not get all the work done, right? Which is very, very difficult. And we have gone insolvent 5 times. Let's just say 5 times over the last decade, right? So over the last decade, gone insolvent 5 times, right? Because we're a social organization. We don't have a lot of income. We don't have a lot of support. Most of it comes from me.
Yeah.
And so we, when the money runs out, the money runs out, right?
Yeah.
So, let's just say the last time we went insolvent was like, let's say 6 to 12 months ago, like last year. And so the new agreement was that we do not pay for anyone to not complete work. So we shifted to what's called a deliverables model, right?
Yeah.
So this deliverables model.
This is very important, Albi.
Yes.
This is very important.
So this deliverables model is based on the idea that everybody gets tokens, right? You automatically get tokens, and you can sell your tokens, but for upfront pay, we need to complete the work, right? So for example, if we don't complete the work, we shouldn't expect to get paid.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So does that make sense in terms of our policy? Like that's like the biggest major change in policy over the last like year, which has significantly affected our workforce. So there's a lot of people who don't want to be involved because they just never got work done, which is on one side a blessing because we have people who just never did work that are gone now that we don't have to deal with them, right? And then on the other side,
why they don't get the work done? Why they cannot get the work done?
Because everybody was more focused in working only in getting themselves paid, right? So if you only work on internal situations like budget, payrolls.
Yeah, sure. What does it
What
mean?
gets paid is
Work
client
done?
work. No one was working client work.
getting work
Yeah.
done, like let's say let's use the
It's like
budget
you
for
give
example.
tasks,
So
you
for
give
the
tasks,
for
and
the
if you
budget,
don't-
the budget needs to be drafted, updated, drafted, and then approved by the team and approved by the HR board or whatever. So basically, you're working on the benefits budget. You can't just work halfway, never complete the budget, and then say you want to get paid $100. It's like the budget actually has to get completed, which means that it's approved by the HR board, and then you're going to get paid for completing the work, right? So if you're not completing the work and you only got halfway done and we don't actually have a budget, there is no budget. There's no completed budget. It was not approved. It's not done.
Well,
right?
Yeah. So this is what I already told you, Babi. So this is very hard work, very hard, high level professional work, right? So
Yeah.
everything is the policies are king, right? So everything is based on policies. So if you work on something and you don't meet the criteria to to s- to objectively uh, uh, verify that the work has been completed, okay, there is very clear criteria, right? So the work you're working on something, right?
Mm-hmm.
This work needs to be reviewed by someone. It needs to be verified. Okay, so until this process, which is a lengthy, I mean, it can be length or it can be long or it cannot be long. It depends
Depends. Yeah.
on you, but yeah, but and this is because we are, especially because we are a public, transparent,
Time to
accountable
pause.
organization,
Please
right?
stop.
Yeah,
Close your eyes.
and we
Count
manage
1,
the
2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
and we manage the funds of a lot of people. So this means that, as I told you, this is very hard work. Yeah, so very high level hard work, meaning that there is very clear responsibilities organizing, which are instructions how to complete this task or this job. Yeah, but until you don't meet the criteria, you don't get paid.
Up
Until you don't meet
front.
the
You don't get paid
criteria,
up front. You still get paid your
work can be
tokens.
done.
We just don't get up front.
Yeah, no, of course, yes. There's the value that you get. I mean, of course, that then there is the whole value infrastructure, which is amazing, and you will learn about it. Which is you get token just for being here. Now you're getting tokens, for example. You're getting equity tokens. You're already there. And this is something that if you are successful, one day you will cash out and you will make a lot of money, right? But you're already accumulating this.
Yeah, we're
This will
actually.
get
I can show you this, Alberto, with our sessions now. We actually already have our new session tracking system. It's still testing, right? But so you would come in
yeah.
here and you would you know, I don't know if I added it yet. So you come in here and you'd say, okay, oh, cancel. Uh, Babi, right?
Babi.
Yes. Add. Did it work? Yeah, there it goes. Cool. So anyways, it says that you're late because I just added you now, but either ways, you can add the total hours here. So what we've done at 1 hour so far, right? So this would just be part of the tracking systems that we're trying to automate the tracking, get this all set up. We also do our time here in our session where we're always tracking all of our time. So in the wrap up part, which at the end, we would put here, okay, here are the workers. You have Alberto, Jay, Babi, and then we put, okay, here we did 2 hours or
I
whatever
don't
it
know
is.
where you are now, Jay. Where are you?
I'm in the wrap up and I'm sharing my screen.
Wrap up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you can see my
Yeah,
screen,
please share your screen.
I was showing you our new
Yeah,
interface.
Alberto, J, Babi, yes.
Yes, we have this new
Yeah,
interface
share.
here where we're trying to get session tracking more automatic into our value tracking systems. And so this would just automatically, be updated into the entire flow. But, the manual model is that at every single
Time
session,
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say, then take a break for 6 minutes.
at every single session in the wrap up tab, we write the number of hours that we spent, in this case on like the interview and the setup, so that we get our tokens, right? That makes sense? So you're already getting value in relationship to the tokens. The goal is getting our tokens to be valuable. That's the work. Does that make sense?
So
So
all these tokens, you said this Fox, I don't remember now. Fox. It's called how is it called? Fox account or something?
Fox
Foxy.
account.
No.
No, no. What do we do? Where do we get our tokens? We can see them. Fox.
Well, do you have your trust account? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but the application is there is a
Oh,
Fox.
MetaMask. Yes, MetaMask.
MetaMask.
Yeah.
So I will show
Great
you,
wallet.
Bobby. Don't worry.
Yeah. So
So the
it's all based
MetaMask,
on,
you see
we
the
utilize
token.
crypto systems, right? Cryptographic
But
technology.
Albi, I don't know. What do you do with these tokens? Sorry, but I'm
You keep them or you can sell them.
Yeah.
okay. No, I
I,
don't
I,
know.
I like last year I sold them, maybe I sold more than $500 worth. But okay, but that's not the point. I mean, but this is a very very complicated
Yeah. You will explain
infrastructure
one
that you
day.
will
Not
get
now. Yeah, we'll
no
get it step by step.
moving forward. Yes, step by step, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the key thing is that the tokens are the core value of everything, right? So without doing, like, the tokens are part of all the work. Without doing all the work, and this is kind of like the core argument with me and Lucy and Martins right now. And this goes back to like the the second or third insolvency that we had. This is on line 70. The workers wanted to spend unlimited time creating budgets and then doing payroll and then getting paid unlimited amounts. So we paid tens of thousands of dollars to workers who literally did nothing every single month except write up the budget, endlessly discuss about it, endlessly talk about it, endlessly argue about it, and then they would run the payroll and they would make thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's all they did. I call that corruption, right? If you don't do any
Yeah,
work and all you do is you write up a budget and then you pay yourself, and that's all you do, for me, that is corruption, right? So
yeah,
we broke up the co-op and the entire co-op fell apart. This was like 2.5 years ago now,
yeah,
possibly even 3 years ago. And we created a new branch where there was no pay unless you had client work income. That without client work income, there is no upfront pay. It just doesn't make sense. If you're not doing any client work, you're not producing any income for the organization, you can't endlessly expect to get unlimited amounts of money for only running a payroll and writing a budget. It makes no sense,
yeah,
right? And so
Mm-mm.
and so that's similar to this current issue where some workers feel like, that we need to, um, you know, that they don't necessarily want to do all the work, right? So for me, the
Yeah.
the argument is that we are, the context of our organization is we are a construction company building a house, right? We're building a community house where we're inviting humanity to come into this house. And so when you're building a house, you can't only build stairs. You can't only build a window. You can't only build a roof. You need to build the entire functionality of the house, which is a dozens of responsibilities to make a house functional with electricity and water and plumbing and windows and insulation. I mean, there's so many layers that go into building a house, right? And it can take years and years to build a house. And the same thing is true with a restaurant. If you're a restaurant, you can't only, right, cook food. You have to have servers. You have to have busboys. You have to have, the full functionality of the restaurant. And that's what I call doing all of the work.
Yeah, of course.
And so
Yeah.
part of all the work is the tokens,
Cover
right?
it all.
There's a significant amount of our value that's in the tokens, and if we don't do that work, then we can't say we've done all the work without also doing the tokens. Okay, so that's sort of like getting some context. Do we want to take a quick break, or should we just continue? Because I think we're getting close to where we want to be here, but I don't know.
I can continue if you guys.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I think we're ready to kind of get into the money, and then hopefully we can get into the plan after that. So and then I'll also mention here the newest policy that we have is that any assignment that doesn't have a clear end is not considered work. It's required that the work is clear and that you understand what needs to be accomplished to finish it. If that is not clear, it's not considered work. Okay? So that is very, very, very important, and that relates to our deadlines. And we will talk more about the deadlines, but the deadlines is the primary issue we have right now, is because we're not able to complete all the work. We have all these deadlines, and then we have pay stops, right? So if you don't complete the work by the deadline, you should not expect to continue to get paid upfront pay endlessly, right? So currently we're on like 6 months of 100% pay stop, so it's like 6x 100% pay stop.
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
We can do a stretch since we missed the break. Make sure you're at least stretching a little bit. I always forget to stretch when we miss the breaks. So basically, the deadlines are what builds professionality in an organization. And so when we have a deadline, it needs to be clear how to complete the work by the deadline. And it can't be, growing work. You can't have unknown factors, no unknown factors within a deadline, right? And so any new worker, including yourself, Babi, is going to be exempt from the deadlines for a specific amount of time. So it's up to you to decide the exemption level that you would like, and I'll link that for you. Okay, so this is the exemption decision making for how you would want to be exempt.
Exempt from the deadline.
From the deadlines, right?
Exempt, you mean? What do you mean by exempt from the
If you're a
deadline?
new worker, of course you cannot be liable to the deadlines that are like maybe there is a deadline after tomorrow.
For a project that is already running, of course,
Yeah.
no.
So
Yeah, sure.
that's an exception.
All right,
Okay.
cool. So that's the exemptions from the deadlines. We can discuss that, but deadlines is another key component of all the work that we lay out all the essential deadlines that we need to, including taxes, for example. Taxes are one of the deadlines that's an external deadline we can't control. But most other deadlines we can control internally. So if we're not going to meet the deadline, we just change the deadline or get agreement on everything that we want to do. And again, everything's decided by consensus, and we've been making consensus decisions with hundreds of people for a long, long time. And every single decision is documented and can be verified, and everything's public and transparent. Anyways, let's just get into the money. So the money is, let's just say that currently the co-op has $0, right? There's no money in the co-op. The co-op is in fact is in debt because we don't do the work. We're not doing all the work. We're not making all the money. So our primary clients, where the money is going to be the AI work, and then we have the technology group, which is what I'm focusing on, and then we have the multimedia, and we have the token, right? This is the umbrella token. So the umbrella everything token
Please stop.
is like,
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
the umbrella everything token is like the token of all tokens. That is what we're going to push to the public, to people getting our public token, right? So that's like where we're trying to build all this money. And then we have the operationals budget. So each of these overall, and there was also discussion of a bonus. So all together, all of this currently breaks down to $10,000. So we have a budget of $10,000, and we actually have this on Vala. So let's pull up this budget. This is the flexible trust budget here. And this is where we're talking about spending the money currently, okay? So I'm going to link this here in this, I don't know if it's actually going to work, but anyway, so that's the $10,000 budget that we have. Of this, 33% goes to bills. So that automatically basically reduces our money to like $6,000, right? Or let's say $7,000, right? Because we have to pay our bills. So that leaves $6,000 for all of us. So that is basically what we call the flexible budget. We need to build, the most important task here is we have new contracts that need to be signed. This money is not accessible. It's not our money. If we spend this money, we are stealing, right? It is against the law. So the only way we have access to this money is to write up the new contract and get it signed and agreed upon. Get contracts signed and agreed. The main holdup on these new contracts is simply there needs to be clarity on how Jay, myself, right, also gets paid, right? So this $6,000, $7,000 should be for all of us. All right. From there, that you know, we just need to get this initial breakdown, the multimedia, the umbrella token launched and functional. This could happen in weeks. It could happen in months. Maybe it takes longer. Maybe it never happens. We just have to do the work. But again, I have spent thousands of hours training people and doing interviews and talking about all this stuff over and over and over again, and then nothing happens, right? So there's no guarantee until the work is completed. There's no guarantee it's going to happen. But if it does happen, if we can launch the token with the multimedia, this is the umbrella everything token, right? The umbrella token of all tokens, because we have dozens of tokens, but this is the token where all the other tokens feed into. And then we have the multimedia with the AI platforms. Then we can access an additional $30,000 additional. And how that money is going to be broken down, I do not know.
Time for breath.
We haven't made any
Stop
decisions
and
on
get
it.
ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So we oversee hundreds of thousands of other dollars that we do not have access to. That's just not our money to use. And all of the money that we are using, so this $40,000 that we have access to is based on basically NVIDIA stock going up and other stocks that have just gone up in the last couple of years. And we made a bunch of money on those stocks. So this is our assets, right? So we have a lot of asset oversight, and we call assets POS. So when we're overseeing our assets, we can actually bring in income from overseeing our assets. Sometimes the best way to oversee assets is just to sell it or put it in gold or do whatever, right? So assets are a very, very important aspect to the organization, especially if we're successful, right? So that's the money. We have access to $40,000 about. We have to pay our bills, which at this point is like a third of the cost. So we can cut our bills and try to save money there, which I need a lot of help with. But overall, that's the money. Okay, and so if we can get all the work done in a month, we could spend $40,000 and pay the whole team $40,000 in a month if we can get everything done. But realistically, this is not going to happen. So, you know, it's just a matter of breaking it out month to month, working on each step one at a time that can unlock more funds and bring in more money and get us more functional and stable. So it all comes down to getting these contracts signed and approved, making sure everyone's getting paid, and simultaneously focusing on our token system so that we're all getting our tokens and are able to sell our tokens and have value in our tokens, even if we don't get the upfront pay. Very important. All right, so that is the money situation. I think that's the overall situation. So I don't know if there's any other questions about the situation. Overall, it's not a great situation, but we have huge opportunity to make a lot of money because of AI and utilizing AI to launch our token, which I think is going to be 100 times more successful than without the AI, if not more than 100 times. So I think we have a really good opportunity in the next, 6 months. And that's where we start talking about the plan for moving forward, is that if we want to get everything functional by July. So in July, we should be able to have somewhere between a $10,000 to $20,000 per month budget. That would be our goal, right? I would even say as high as $25,000 if we want to all get paid.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So if we think about just the people who are involved now, I would like to get paid at least $3,000 a month. How much would you need in July, Alberto? How much do you need? So for me, it's like $3,000 to $5,000 a
I
month.
need 7,000.
What?
I need 7,000.
So Alberto needs 7,000, right? How much are you looking at needing, Babi?
3,000. Minimum 3,000.
For both of you?
Ooh.
No, Babi minimum 3,000.
What about you, Alberto?
No, 7,000 for me.
Minimum.
No, minimum. With 7,000, if I
5,000 to
my
7,000?
goal, my goal is to work in a way that in July I can leave my job, my current job, and work for FQV
Yeah, and how much is that for
100%.
July?
7,000. 7,000.
7,000 is the low, the minimum. So
Maximum
$7,000 to
minimum.
$10,000.
That's what I mean. Oh,
So
5 to 7,000.
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
Okay, that's better. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So and then how about you, Bobby? What is yours? 3,000 to 5,000 like mine or so, or what?
3, no, for me 3. It's enough.
Minimum to 5,000, right?
Or you could say like 2,000 to
For me,
3,000 or
3,
whatever.
3,000.
Yeah. So if 3,000 would be the maximum that you need, then maybe your minimum is 2,000. I don't know. Anyways, the point is that just getting some rough estimates
She
here.
needs 5,000. No, this is not realistic. She needs 5,000, 3,000 to 5,000.
Okay, so probably that's just like feminine energy speaking, right? Okay, there we go. 3 to 5,000. All right, cool. So and then Lucy and Martine's are probably in the 500. I would say 600 to 1,500, right? So if we put this into perspective here, we're looking at a minimum of $12,000, upwards of 20,000. Yeah. So I think my mind was about right. $10,000 to $25,000 per month is what we're looking for to be functional, right? As a business. That's a lot of money. The only way we're going to do that is to launch the token, right? Launch the umbrella token and hopefully that it's successful. With no success at all, we're certainly not going to make the 20,000, but we can still do okay, right? Like we will be fine even if the token launch is completely unsuccessful. If it is just minimally successful.
Stand up and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
That's not the only way.
Yes, this is not the only way at all. We have many other income sources.
There's so many ways.
Many other ways.
So many ways we can make.
But as far as like the fastest, easiest way, this would be it. Because if we can get paid in tokens and that we can sell our tokens and our tokens have value, then regardless of whether we have upfront money, we're still have a stable backing, right? Does that make sense? So that's why the tokens are so important. So minimally successful. 3 5K plus. Okay, so minimally successful, we should be good. So even a mild success would bring us, to that 10,000 to 20,000, 25,000 per month level. And then if we had like actual successful launch, we'd be looking at spending as much as 50,000 a month, right? So if we were really successful, we could easily have a multi-million-dollar budget, right? Let's say a $500,000 budget, 500K for the year with a successful token launch. Okay, so we're not expecting a full actual successful token launch, but we could get mildly successful. So some of the questions that we're going to be asking the public is how many people, how much money, how much engagement in the token before launch, right? So we're going to have some criteria. Let's say we want, 10 fully committed partners and maybe, 100 likes and clicks, right? So that's an example of how many people do we want engaged with our new umbrella token before we launch it. The more people, the longer we wait, and the more momentum and excitement that we get, the more likely we'll have an actual successful launch. Does that make sense? But even without a successful launch, even if we have no success at all, our token can still grow. It can still be big in the future. It just grows more naturally and organically.
Recording is on.
Hey, sorry.
Okay.
I was just saying that even with having no successful launch of the token, it can still grow naturally and organically, slowly over time, right? So We're not worried if the token doesn't have a successful launch, but that is one of our main things of where the money is, right? So when we talk
Yeah, but
about
we've
the
been talking
money,
about the launch for many years.
many years we've been talking about this. So when we're talking about
You
the
need to
money, we
launch.
have the
Time to pause.
$40,000.
Please stop.
You need to
Close your
launch.
eyes. Count 1,
Get to the
2,
launch.
3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
When we have $10,000 to $40,000, that money is available for specific work, right? So, for example, we go way back to the very beginning when we have the coalition. General coalition building and doing good work for humanity, there's just no money for that. So we have dozens and dozens and dozens of projects that you technically can work on, but you don't get paid for them upfront pay. Getting upfront pay, you need to focus on where the budgets are at, where the money actually is. And currently the money is in the AI, the technology group, the multimedia setup, the umbrella token, and there's a little bit on the operations. And then they're also talking about this bonus. I think the bonus is really going to go, if we get agreement on it, it'll probably just go towards, initial value of our tokens so that we can sell our tokens and have some value there. So overall, that is the plan for moving forward. Is if we want
Yes, but
$100,000 to
to make it simple for Bobby.
$25,000 per month,
Yeah, but
token launch, token
Jay,
launch, token launch.
yeah, but to make it simple for Bob.
Yeah.
I want to make it simple for Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. The point is this, Bobby. You need to get. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
The point is this. You need to get, of course, you need to get approved with the budget and the pay and all this is a, let's say, bureaucracy that needs to happen. Yeah. But to make it simple for you, what you need to do is to schedule with Jay, making sure that you schedule priorities that are client work or launch related priorities or prime trajectory, yeah, prime trajectory meaning the launch or yeah, all what Jay is talking, right, about the AI, the technology, the tokens, and all this kind of stuff, right? So what you really need to do is to show up, schedule with Jay, show up, and make sure that the work moves forward.
Okay.
You can do that.
Yes.
We will be in a very good place. Yeah. What's my opinion is missing today is that we have a lot of people that are scheduling with Jay in order to work on things that are not creating value, not directly. Let's say not directly. Of course, there's going to be
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
for example, Lucy and Martins, right? They can continue work on internal situations like budget and payrolls, which we want to make as automated as possible. And we get to a point where it's going to be all automated, but so that you, which are a more, let's say, educated person, you can come and really focus on scheduling with Jay so that on these priorities, so that this work moves forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
That's
So,
right to say. The whole situation.
so just to get back to our plan moving forward, if we have 6 months and we want to get to a $10,000 to $25,000 budget to expand and get us all working and all paid, the number one priority is the token launch, the umbrella token launch. The second most highest priority is that the full dependency of the token launch is on the multimedia. If we do not engage with the public, there's no way for the token launch to be successful, right? So we must constantly be engaging with the public, and that's valuable. Very, very valuable is getting our multimedia set up And today was the very first day that we got, an automated system. And I can show you how this works. Basically, you go into the media portal. Wait, no, this is the wrong one. I have to switch to Coalition. So you go into the media portal and you have the channels. So this is the comm summary channel that I set up that takes information directly from our PEP, our core team chat room and our Coalition Hub chat rooms, and then it sends the messages, in this case, directly to Blue Sky. And then these are the social accounts we want to get set up and linked, connected in, so that it's automatically putting the content and scheduling the posts and building all of the systems. So this is beyond amazing on how excited I am that this is even existing and happening.
I'm not understanding what you mean.
Say what?
I don't understand what you mean.
This is our media. This is our media portal. If you look at my screen, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm showing you the new media portal. So the comm summary channel is taking every single message from what used to be Discord, which is now our PEP core team communications
Time
room.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And it posts them on Blue Sky. We have been trying to do this for,
what is Blue Sky?
years and years. It's a social media network that has millions of people on it, right? So, but we want to do more than that. If you go here, you can see all of the different channels. There's Blue Sky, there's X, there's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We want to connect all of them, right? So, and then it automatically sends the post. And then we're going to have our main channel that only has weekly updates, right? And then we have our session and Octant updates, which happen regularly. And then we have our daily updates and our weekly updates, right? So that's what we want to build, is making sure our notes and our topics are updated and are sent out to the public. And so this still needs to be built, but this should be built within a week. And then we'll have ongoing active updating to the public. And then we'll be linking our token into this, right? So that people can learn about and get involved in the tokens, in the umbrella token, and the whole launch. Okay, so this is the multimedia interface that we built. And the only other ones that I have found were going to cost us like like $500 a month to do what basically we're building right here on our own. Okay. So, and then we can save that money and spend it on ourselves, right? So basically multimedia is the number one thing. The only other thing that's top priority is all the AI platforms. And that's what we're building, is the AI platforms. We want to meet deadlines and automate everything as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right? So that we're functional. Get functional with our platforms and utilizing AI. Right? And then we do the multimedia, and then we launch the token, and then we bring in money. Okay? So that is the goal. That's the plan moving forward. We have until July to get this rocking and rolling. From there, we can answer questions, and I can cover just like the basics of the expectations of pay and what that might look like. But let's just see if there's other questions. This was a lot of information in terms of like the work that we're doing, which is the coalition. And then we have the website for the coalition is coalition.community. And then we've got our current status, which is we're not in a good status. We have all our test alpha platforms, right? And we have a couple workers we're not doing well. We've gone insolvent. We're not getting all the work done, but we do have money available if we can get the new contract set up, which should take like a couple days if we just did the work.
Time to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
And then our plan moving forward is just launching the token,
What
getting
I
the multimedia set up,
suggest is
and so we just want to answer questions for Babi.
Yeah. So I think we're okay with this topic.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, and then let's move to the next topic, which is open questions.
Yes.
In general.
Does that
I
sound good?
wouldn't say for Babi. Open questions in general for anyone, of course. Mainly to give. It's clear that understand what you're talking about in a more complete way, let's say, right? But I also have some questions at this point.
Great.
So let's take a break and let's move to the next topic and
Are
all the
there
questions.
are there any objections for topic 3, Bobby? Does that sound good for you? Do you have agreement?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
all good. No.
Cool. All right, so let's take a break, and then we'll do questions when we come back from the break. So let's do 4.5 minutes. Yeah. So if you consider anything that's addictive being a drug, that would include food.
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right, I am back.
Yeah, I'm back as well.
So, any questions?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of questions, but let's start with Babi. Since originally it was supposed to be her space, but Babi.
No, I just, it's a lot of information, so I have to read it out. For now, I don't have question, Albi. I'm like, it's pretty clear, I understand. It's just like, my only question is, I don't really understand what would be the task, but I think while I'll be working, I will understand more, no? Once I'm in it. I mean, working on it.
Yeah, I mean, what I can say is that the point is to be working.
Like, can I answer? Can I answer that?
Yeah, okay, but my point is working on what, you know?
Can I
So
answer that?
once I work on something, I think I will understand how it works, what it means by concluding all the tasks, by supporting Jane, everything he asks, in whatever he wants, you know? I think I need like
This word wants doesn't exist here.
Oh, okay.
Want is a word that.
I mean, like what he asks, you know, when
But
he
can I-
asks for the deadline for like a typical some work,
So,
you know, he is
can-
asking for something.
Can I answer?
Yes.
As best as I can. So,
Yeah, please.
so overall, we're doing teamwork. So we're working together on everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like, right, sometimes it could take me months to train someone how to do something, right? And I could do it in 5 minutes. So it might make more sense to just help me do something. And that's VA work, right? And that's what the executive level VA work is, just making sure. Sometimes the best thing to help me is having silence so that I can just focus. Because if people are constantly asking me questions and constantly needing things, I can't do any work, right? So it's a matter of like figuring out what we need to do. But as far as our work goes, on line 11 on our topic 3 here, currently we're in stage 3 of the recruitment process. We have built our recruitment process to be exactly like all of our work. So you come into the process, you're going to have your list of responsibilities.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And currently we're doing the interview. So we're on responsibility 3. You need to do responsibility 2. Responsibility 2 is now basically automated. You would come to the value operating system for teams, you would enroll and sign up, you would go to the dashboard, and you would click on join a team, and you would enter the code. The code is, let's get the code real quick so that we have it. Go to team, core team, and configuration. Wow, this is different. General, I don't understand here. Team, core team, configuration. Huh, they changed it without sub teams roles. Oh wait, is this it? Team ID.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. I think I updated it, but I posted it into here. So recruitment. Oh, here it is. PG. This is the code, right? So you would just, this would be your pop, and this is the new pop model. So basically, you just go to, so new step. This is the new. Okay, this is part of our updating process that we need to update. Like I can't even write on this, right? So that's another problem here. Is we need to organize our recruitment. Our recruitment is not organized. But this would be step 2 for your pop. You go to valos.team and you put in the code, and you do your pop, right? So it's super simple, super easy.
Okay. Yeah.
And then what do you do after that? You
So
don't
if
just
if
have no
it's
idea what you're doing.
work,
You
can
go
we
on to the
also move
next.
forward to the old model?
Say what?
No, I mean this is pretty cool, but I mean obviously it's not working. So
Oh,
can we just move forward to the
it
old
should
model?
work. But that what I'm saying is that this is the work, right? So we're learning to do the work, right? The work
Yes,
is making sure
exactly.
everything functions.
Yes.
So if you don't understand that the work
Yes.
is making sure everything
Function.
functions, you already are lost, right? Nothing is
Yeah.
supposed to function
Yeah.
because our entire team is dysfunctional, and the only way you get functional is by fixing things. If the interview process doesn't
Yeah.
work, we fix it. If the pop doesn't work, we fix it. Don't ignore it and be like, "Oh, we don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna ignore it." That's not gonna help, right? The pop
Let me
should be
say something
updated.
here.
Mhm.
Let me say something very important
Yeah.
here that I already wrote to Babi before.
Yeah.
You, at this moment, you're owner of this whole
Time for
amazing.
breath. Please stop
No,
and
no,
get ready.
I still don't know how to
Inhale,
call it,
1,
but this is
2,
amazing.
3. Exhale, 1,
uh,
2,
Initiative.
3. Pause. Inhale
Project.
together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale,
this whole
rise.
amazing
Initiative project.
ecosystem. Yeah, yeah. This whole amazing ecosystem, right? You're already part owner. Yeah. Then, if it is going to be successful, it's not a question of if, but it's a question of how or when. Maybe it's going to be successful in our lifetime, maybe it's going to be successful in another time, but everything is set up in a way that our children or the children of our children will pick it up and whatever. But the point is this: what Jay is saying is very important, right? So you need to be you you have a lot of hats, right? So when you enter a situation where you have an issue, you should not just say, "Oh, it's not working," whatever. No, but you have all the tools to actually to fix it. Yes. So you put your head as an owner, as a shareholder, which you are, right? You're a shareholder because of the ratios of Jay, right? Jay is putting this whole network to our disposal because this network is sustained by some concrete assets. But
No, you have to believe in this cause that it will, if it
yes, you have to
works,
believe.
will
I
make
believe.
it place. So if you think like that, you will actually fix all the problems as soon as you see them. No, because the more you do, the
But why
better
you want to fix them? Because you are owner. As
Exactly.
of this moment, this is part of you. You have ownership of this. Whatever we are doing here, these notes, Discord channels, your owner. This right moment, right? This is amazing, right? So nothing in the world gives you this. So in this time you're accumulating equity tokens. You will see later, but you're accumulating equity tokens, right? This one day, I'm sure, are going to be worth a lot of money. So yes, whenever you see that something is not working, you should fix it, or you should make sure that it gets fixed because of the person that comes next to you. Yeah? You always think about who's coming next.
next, yes, after you, yeah.
After you. Because we are looking forward to be the network of thousands and thousands of
Please
people.
stop. Close
Today
your
we're
eyes.
not
Count.
successful,
1,
but we will
2,
be.
3, 4, 5.
But
Open your eyes.
we all believe we will be.
Yeah.
I believe with all my heart.
Yeah. So, just to finish answering your question, if you can understand the recruitment interview process and you understand the responsibilities and you do your setup, you do your scheduling, you do your pop, you do your interview, you do your proposal, it's the same process. So the next thing, stage 4, is the budget. You would go to the budget. You'd follow the responsibilities to complete the budget. You would do all that. with the deliverables budget, we can skip that. But if you want to get a benefits budget, then we need to actually write up the budget and get it approved. And then from there, you have stage 5. So stage 5 would be the legal responsibility. So the legal responsibility is basically, agreeing to the missions, agreeing to the terms, getting your bio and your statements and your tax forms and all the co-op agreements for your legal contracts and agreements with the co-op that make you an owner and a member permanently, right? It's like a marriage, basically, right? So basically, everything is like this. If we don't have a responsibility training spreadsheet and document, then we need to create one. So every single assignment should have clear steps. It should tell you what the goals are and then what the next step is, and then you're working through it. That is the work. So there's 100 different responsibilities. You take on the responsibility, you click on the responsibility training, or we create the responsibility training, and you have your responsibility organizing, you stick organized, and you go through step by step. You get set up, you approve the first step, you do the second responsibility, the third responsibility, you go through step by step, and then you wrap up and you go on to the next one. And so that is the work. The work is the session, showing up on time, figuring out where we are, what is the status, what step are we on, what responsibility are we on, do we have the responsibility training, do we need to create it, and then we just go through step by step, just like you do for stage 3, just like we do for the budget, just like we do for stage 5, just like we do for every single thing. The work is exactly the same process, no matter what we're working on.
And we're gonna have on Jitsi this paper, right? This Excel.
The Excel spreadsheet is just on your computer, right? So you just go on to your.
I will save it on my computer. Okay.
Yeah. So stage 3, like if you go to our notes right now.
The same every time.
Yeah, our notes stage 3 is linked to line 11. So you come to line 11, you click on it, and it opens up stage 3. And then you can see the steps for the pop.
Move around for 30 seconds.
The steps for the pop are not.
Stretch.
Oh, stretch. Nice.
Babi, I linked the session notes in SN Discord.
In the
Discord.
Discord.
Discord. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We wanna link everything.
Let's just put that here. Yeah. Other questions. So the question that you just asked was, what does the work look like? Just understanding the work itself. Like in the end, the work is just being organized, right? It shouldn't matter what we're working on, what platform we're working on, what multimedia, what strategy system, what client we're working on. We just set up the responsibility, the work organizing, and the responsibility training, and then we go through step by step, and we just do the work one step at a time. And sometimes it's getting it organized and getting more clarity on the goals, but overall that would be considered a step. That would be like part of setup, right? Or pre-setup. So are there other questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you, Jay, if you were Babi, what would be the next step for her
So
to get involved?
the
Really
two
work.
the two next steps is obviously the POP, which is part of our testing using the Valos platform. And then we basically just need a proposal. We need to get agreement on the expectations for involvement, right? And then once that's done, we have we just move into the legal responsibility, right? So then you do the legal responsibility and or the budget, right?
Stage 5.
Yeah, but it's still
Stage 4
based
and 5.
on our agreement, right? So for me, the most important thing is understanding the expectations in relationship to getting paid. Typically what payment looks like is that because our policy is that we pay people based on their ability to complete the work, since your first month you're learning the work, the expectation would typically be more like 25%, right?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
In terms of building towards this goal. So when we're when we're talking about like $3,000, $5,000 a month, I'm thinking like, okay, July we should be able to do that, right? But right now what we need to talk about is, okay, well, what do you need now? Just so you know, we do everything based on the lunar cycle. Lunar cycle. In that lunar cycle.
Yeah, Babi. Everything is based on lunar cycles, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that in a platform that you guys did.
Every month is based on the lunar cycle.
Yeah. So we
Because
use
the month based on the.
we use Moon Giant. So wait, no, this is not the one. So we went to January 2020, no, 6, December 2025, 2026. Okay, here we go. So this is January 2026. So I'll link this to our notes.
So on this website, valos.team,
Yeah.
she can. What is she supposed to do, right?
Okay, let's go through step by step.
So
So
get started.
this is it right here,
She
line
creates an account.
15. You want to do the pops. You go and you create an account. You go to your dashboard,
You
and
create
then
an account.
in the
Yeah.
dashboard you write this code. So I'll highlight the code,
Wait. Yeah.
and this would be you go something called join team, and we can do this right now with you right now. I mean, you're just in Alberto. You could practice it too, right?
No, I'll do it with her.
Yeah.
I schedule with her. Yeah. No, because I also want to do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Babi.
Sì, non lo faccio adesso?
No,
Ah,
let's schedule
scusa.
together, me and you.
Okay.
We'll do it together in a session. Separate
Okay.
session.
So there's no guarantee it's gonna work, but once you do that, you click on create a profile, public profile. Whoops.
With profile, and you use the code that you highlighted in yellow.
Yeah. And so it's going to look something
Yeah.
like this. Like when I click on team, I go to the team, and then obviously things are constantly evolving and changing because they're constantly editing. But you click on the public profile button, which is this button, and then you add your name and your roles and all that. So this is basically still in testing. It hasn't been fully tested, it hasn't been finalized, but this will be the new system for getting people involved in the team. Okay.
Good. So, an issue we encounter, we
Please
will
stop
be
and get ready.
communicating
Now
where?
inhale.
Discord.
1, 2,
Can
3.
we
Exhale.
have an
1,
agreement
2,
that we can
3.
keep
Pause.
communicating on
Inhale
Discord for the
together.
time being?
1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Yes. Anyone can communicate
Yeah.
anywhere they want to, but under our policies, to get paid, you have to communicate on PEP or some other socially searchable platform. Because
Yeah, but
we can't do
okay,
that.
okay, but PEP, I cannot even access PEP at the moment. So, can we agree that at the moment we can set this up on Discord until PEP is actually functioning properly?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we can communicate on Discord no matter what. It's perfectly fine. I'm just saying that our job
You're
to
saying
get
that
PEP functional.
unless I don't
Yeah.
communicate on PEP, I'm not gonna be paid.
Or you
PEP is
copy,
not working.
or you copy
I
and
tried
paste, or you copy and
I
paste
tried to
all,
message you.
or you copy and paste all of your communications on Discord into a publicly searchable platform like the email group, or PEP, or social media or whatever. So as long as we can get the data out of Discord to something that can be publicly searchable, it's perfectly fine. Okay. But no one does that. No one is copying and pasting all of their communications. Yeah. But they'll do it to get paid. They will do it to get paid.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Say again?
we've had people in the past copy and paste all of their communications from Discord to the email list in order to get paid. It's happened. Yeah. But rarely. It's rare. Anyways, the whole point though is that PEP should be working and it should be functional. And so we just pull it up and we share the screen, we figure out why it's not working for you, and then we go from there. Okay. So but overall you just try signing up and telling me, screenshot or whatever if there's an error, and we'll try to fix it. But anyways, I think that's pretty clear as far as the next steps go for the POP and the VALIS. But let's get focused on this proposal and the expectations. So I was noting that the lunar cycle is how we function. So if we go to the lunar cycle, we can see that the new moon is January 18th. Today is January 8th, basically. So in 10 days is the end of the month. Right? So the...
No, but this is Jake.
Yeah.
What do you... so, what do you mean? Like, I mean, how can I communicate on PEP if it's not even working? I cannot even do an account.
Anyone can say that. The question is why.
Can we
Close
fix
your
it?
eyes. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
We've been using PEP for over a month and no one has ever had a problem getting onto it. So if you want to share your screen and you can show me exactly what the problem is, we'll address it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and try if it works.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it now.
But when someone says that something doesn't work, I never believe them without proof. It's like, why isn't it working? What's going on? Because anyone can say it doesn't work, but I've seen people do that 100 million times over, and it's because they literally just didn't even try.
Okay, perfect. Sure, I'll show you. Okay.
Yeah. So share your screen. Let's just check it out and see what's going on. And this is very important. This is the foundation to all of our public communications.
Do you see my screen?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Log in.
So you want to do
Sign up with Google.
You have to do sign up.
You see?
Sign
Look,
up. No,
access
Google's
is
never
after
going to work.
requesting invite.
Google will never work. If you want to use
Okay,
Google,
perfect. Google will
I
work.
can add you in the Google database on the back end, and I would need your email, and then I would need to do that, right? But the easy way, the only way that we know works is you click on sign up, not log in. No, stop.
Look,
Just stop.
Continuous guest. I put my
No,
name.
stop. God. Can you please stop?
Yeah, I'm stopping.
Click the X button.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not logging in. We are signing up. So slow down, take a breath, click on sign up. You put your username, your email, and your password, and you click the I understand all information is public. So have you gotten to that point yet?
No, never.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just have to click on sign up instead of log in. That was your mistake.
Yeah, but maybe someone else wants to be a guest, and it's not working.
But that's just not our
I'm thinking
problem.
about the next person.
That's not our problem. The site is alpha testing right now. Guest does not necessarily work. Like, I don't know. I can't guarantee the guest is going to work, and we haven't fixed it. So I just don't know. So it's just like I don't. If you only want to do a guest, then it's right. I mean, I don't know if the guest. Eventually, the guest will be working. It's an important function, but it just I don't know if it works right now.
Yeah, let me try. User already registered.
So is it possible that you already signed up before? Could you log in with that same email and password?
Yeah, probably. No, username, no.
Or is this the email? Try to log in with that email. And I can also check on the backside. So if I go into the backside, let's
Time
see.
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right, so I'm going to PEP.
Can't create it. You can now. Okay.
All right, there.
Can't
So
create it.
okay, you created a new account. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
It says I can't create it.
Great. Okay, cool. You are in.
Okay.
Oh wait, are you in? I don't know if you're in.
Wait, let me try.
There, it says
I'm
you're in.
in.
It says you're in. Okay, so now, So the other thing that's a big problem is that our site requires cache deleting because it's not functional, right? It doesn't work all the time. So what I do is I actually have a separate browser that I only use for pet, right? So if you could create a new, like a new browser, or a new profile that you would open, and you have to clear the cache. So you would want to go to like a browser that you don't use for anything, because this is being blocked because your cache has saved an older version of the website, and so it's not functioning because this is a bug that we have. We have a major bug that doesn't allow the site to function after a few iterations, and then it gets stuck.
Okay.
And so right now you
Okay.
just have blank. There's just no information on your because it's all stuck in the cache. So again, this platform is still in alpha testing. We have not finished it at all, and nobody's actually worked on it. I think actually we may have worked on it once. We worked on it once, yeah. So
Okay, Jay. It needs a lot of fixing. You see. How can you say that? Oh, you can say that it's okay if it's policy, it's policy. But let's fix it.
well, yeah, I'm telling you how you fix it is that you clear the cache, or you go to a different one that doesn't have that cache. You know that it's different, and you'll be able to know immediately when you click on it. You'll be able to see.
Coalition.community, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so everything come up. So now it's working fine. So then you would click on. Oh, you can log in first if you want. Mm-hmm. And the Google sign-in can work if we engage it on the back end, but it's in testing mode, so you have to actually manually put each individual Google email in. So I need to know what the email is, or to manually enter it, and it's a pain in the butt, right? So eventually we'll get it all worked out so that it's actually fully functional, where we are actually getting all of these things. Yeah. Does that sort of make sense? Hello? Did I lose you guys?
Forgot my password.
Forgot your password. Okay.
Yeah. Forgot
All
my
right.
password.
So,
Super amazing.
so anyways, going back to the proposal.
I'm trying to copy and paste my password, but unfortunately, is not giving me the. This is working very well. This privacy setting. I'm trying to copy and paste the password, but it's just giving me the I don't know. So now I forgot my password. What can I say?
Yes.
Love it.
Trust me, this is the least of our problems when we're dealing with testing. Testing is infinitely more complex and hair pulling. It is brutal. It's just been a crazy month, like learning dealing with technology companies. Like I've never done a technology company before. It's the first time, and it comes with a lot of headaches.
Yeah, but Jay,
Mhm.
so for example, if I'm not now, I go here, right? And I don't remember my password. I try. Let me try. I log in. Okay, invalid login. There should be
Forget
retrieve your
password.
password. Yeah,
Yes,
retrieve your
that does
password.
need to be added, and we have not added that. That's on our list of things to do
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Now I don't remember my password.
Yeah, should be forget your password or
Okay,
fabric
so
condition.
I'm gonna try to add you as a user of the Google login and see if you can try that.
again.
And
It's
the
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Okay, so ultra super amazing inc at gmail.com, is that right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want. I will use that, right? This is not my. This is our business account for online e-commerce.
Huh. I
Yeah,
think that's
but this is
working.
what
No,
I
it's not.
registered before. Yes, ultra super amazing USAinc.com.
Oh, USA, I forgot USA. Email address must be associated with
USA
an active Google
ultra super amazing USA Inc.
Ultra super
uh,
amazing USA Inc. at
USA.
gmail.com. Alright, let's see if it works. Save.
Okay.
It's not saving.
So,
Oh, wait, there it goes. Cool. Alright, so try it out now. So try clicking enter it with Google.
Okay. No,
You might need a refresh.
No.
Nothing?
No.
Alright.
No.
No, maybe I'm in Saudi Arabia. Jay is a mess.
It's possible.
A
Who
lot of
knows?
things people, yeah. But we'll figure it out. Let's go back to. Okay, so
So tomorrow, Albi, we're gonna try together that pop to do together, right?
You
yes,
can.
tomorrow we schedule Babi.
Yeah.
We will try to do this next step. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So, yeah.
And then the legal
That's
responsibility.
later. That's step 5.
Yeah.
First, we get approved in budget. Step 4.
Okay.
With all the legal documents, which
Okay.
So
Okay.
what we do need to do is we need to work on the proposal and make sure we have agreement. So in the context of everything that we do, there's always another option. So for example, if Valos.team doesn't work and you have problems with just like PEP, with PEP doesn't work, you go onto Discord, perfectly fine. Communicate on Discord. If Valos isn't working, you can just follow the instructions and use the spreadsheet and do the team spreadsheet with the POP, which is also perfectly fine.
Okay.
Right, you just do SFC team spreadsheet. So I should have that here too.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it. And so anyways, so there's always an option, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, no issue.
I mean, I guess any pop will do because we can just copy and paste it. So anyways, I'll just give you an example here for a pop if you can't get the Valos to work. But Valos is like the new version. So this is like the old version here.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Great. All right. So let's see. So the proposal is really, I think, the focal point here on making sure we have clarity on what you need now. So the lunar cycle is over on January 18th. That is in 10 days, right? So if I was just functioning normally and we had a functional team, I'd be like, okay, you would start on January 19th, right? Because there's only like a week left, right? So, but you can certainly start immediately if you want to because we are in crisis mode. But you have to understand that realistically, at the end of the month for 10 days of work, you're not going to get paid a lot, right? Then you would be going another month. Typically, we do payroll monthly. So that would take us to February 17th, right? So February 17th, and that would be the next payroll cycle. And then typically it takes 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how fast people want to do work. Again, this all comes down to actually doing work for the payroll. So we're talking about the first payment happening like by the full moon of March 3rd. Right? So this would be like full moon March 3rd would be like the deadline for payroll if we have deadlines and stuff. We're trying to get our payrolls automated and all that. And ideally by all this time we have all our token payrolls, but the question is, what are your expectations? What is the, amount that you're looking for today in terms of getting paid in 10 days versus getting paid on, January 18th versus February 17th? That's what we need to get agreement on, and understanding those expectations. You automatically can get tokens, and you automatically, once we get the tokens set up and we get the token payments engaged, you will be able to sell your tokens and get money from the tokens. From there, we need to launch our token, and then that will increase the value of all the tokens. That is automatic, right? But as far as getting upfront payment on January 18th or February 17th, we need to have a clear agreement on what the expectations are, because what we don't want to happen is that people to have expectations like, oh, I'm going to get paid $5,000, and then comes that February 17th, we didn't have agreement on that, and then obviously people are not going to continue. So we want to get clarity on an agreement for what the expectations are based on normal workload for your first month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the expectations, Jay, are the following.
Time
Right?
for breath. Please
$20
stop
per
and
hour.
get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3.
So
Exhale. Relax.
we can easily calculate that. So at $20 an hour, we get 30 hours a week times 4 weeks is $2,400.
Yeah, but she's committing more than 30 hours per week.
Yes, but
She's committing
that's
38.
We'll see, no?
for us. 30
You're
hours is
committing
what we call
36.
full time. It's 30 hours a week,
Yeah, full time. Yeah, full
right?
time.
So if you work 40 hours a week, those 10 hours should be considered time and a half,
okay,
which would
let's say
be
full time.
$30
Yeah,
per
let's say.
hour. So that $30 per hour, 10 hours per week would be worth a lot more money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Okay, 30 hours full time.
But Albi, because I don't like to commit on something that then I won't be able to do. Let's do the first month and see how it goes, the 30 hours, no? Wouldn't you
We're not
like
talking about commitment now. We're talking about expectation.
expectations? Okay.
So for me, expectations, like let's say we agreed on the $2,400. For me, expectations
Yeah.
typically on the first month
Yeah.
would be 25%. So that would be going into
Would
the
be-
idea of like $600, which is not a lot of money.
Okay.
But for me, that's a more realistic in terms
But
of getting
Barbara,
sustainable
Barbara, please.
Mm.
Here you're investing. Yeah, you must understand that this is your pay, your upfront pay, but then you're getting tokens, equity tokens. You're getting so much value that
I
all you
understood
do
that. I
will
understood that.
explain to you now. As I told you, at the moment, what you need to do is to trust me, which is something I don't like to say, but unfortunately, you need to trust me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You trust me, and you let yourself guide by myself for this until you understand what you're talking about. All good, right? So the point is this. These $600 are something that are the minimum you're gonna make in the next month if you work full time. As I told you, this is hard work, committed work. You need to show up. You need to do the work. If you don't commit to that, nothing's gonna happen. But if this is if this is happening, right? If you're committing, you're gonna show up, you're gonna be scheduled,
Close your
then
eyes.
you're gonna get paid $500, $600 for the first month.
Open your eyes.
With the guarantee that if you keep on doing what you're gonna be trained to be doing, what you're gonna be capable to do, in the next month probably is gonna be at least double or probably more than that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what is it that we can say that realistically, if you really put 144 hours of value of your time, of your intelligence. You're a very intelligent woman. You're a graduated woman and everything. So if you put your value and you commit to 6 hours per day, 6 days per week, 144 hours per day, I guarantee that you, with my knowledge of the whole infrastructure and the whole ways of working, the systems and everything that I've spent so many years building together with Jay, right? I can guarantee you that within 3 months, you will be earning these $3,000 that you need. Yeah.
Mhm.
But besides that, you will be accumulating a lot of value, so much value that now at this moment is difficult for you to understand, but you will accumulating so much value, equity value, that once we're going to be successful, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When we're going to be successful, we're going to cash out, we're going to be very happy. So, what I'm asking you is this. At this moment, I'm very, because I have 3 children, I have a wife that is very problematic, and you know my situation, right? So, at this moment, I've tried to enjoy working with Jay more, but it just not happening. Okay, so because I'm working 12 hours a day,
Yeah.
working 12 hours a day, and I go home and I just want to watch YouTube and depressed, whatever, and I'm who I
And
am.
you just
Right?
wanna sleep. Mm.
Yeah. So at this time, I am what I am, and I'm making good money, right? I mean, I'm making $6,000 euros, making €6,000. Yeah. So manage to, but if you, with your value, if you need this, and you really learn from me, you take the humility
Time to
to
stretch.
call
Please
it
stop.
silence,
Stand
do
up
what I'm
and
telling you to
stretch and
do.
move around for 30 seconds.
At the moment is stretching,
Ooh, stretch.
just
Nice.
jump
Thanks.
around. Yes.
Stretch, stretch, stretch.
Not, yeah. Yeah.
But you have the time to you have
Basically,
the time to
scheduling
guide
and
me.
showing up. All you need to do is scheduling with Jay and showing up.
Okay. Yes, but you have to. Do you have time to guide me at the beginning?
Yes, because I
Okay.
love you. You're my twin sister,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
So
but no,
I do the
there's no
time.
time
You
to
can
do
do it
it.
tonight.
And then,
I
Okay.
take the
yes.
time. It's fresh day.
And
And
I
how
am
much
here
is fresh
too.
day tonight?
I am here to
Well,
help
yes.
and guide you and do whatever. So, never, the worst possible thing is to not want to waste my time, right?
Yeah.
Because it happens with a lot of people that they're worried that they don't want to waste my time, and so they don't want to schedule. That's nothing worse. Like literally, I'm hiring you to come work with me, and so if you don't schedule with me,
Yeah.
then there's no work, right? Like that's the virtual assistant role. And
Yeah.
sometimes people
Yeah.
just don't even understand that. Like they're just like, oh, like I don't want to work with Jay. Like I just want to get paid, right? I just want to know what the work is. There's like,
Yeah.
how can I magically know how to do all the work without ever scheduling with Jay? That would be the ideal for a lot of people, but that's not the job. The job is working together as a team, scheduling, showing up. So I put from line 74 to line 82. This is what it is. Schedule, show up on time, right? And then make sure that I get paid too. Like if we can both get paid $1,000 per
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
right? The first month, this would be great. And that would be $2,000 right there. You know, we only have $10,000 total, so you can see how a couple months, $2,000. I mean, it's gonna disappear real quick, right? So, this getting me paid just as important. Then tokens, 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 tokens. We can get our tokens successful, and we can get paid, we can get money, we can sell our tokens, and have those tokens be valuable very, very quickly. New contracts, new contracts, new contracts. You need to focus the work and focus my work and focus our work where the money is, because we can endlessly get focused on work that doesn't have money, and that's not going to help us get paid. Okay?
Yeah.
Multimedia, getting everything public, and then we need to run the payroll. So I want to make sure it's very clear, because some people don't understand this. You don't get paid if you don't help make sure the payroll gets run. So you can ask Lucy to run the payroll. You can ask Martins to run the payroll. If they don't, you're still responsible for making sure the payroll gets run.
Yeah.
That's how we all
But
get
Bobby,
paid.
I will help you every step of the way because you're my twin sister. So given this motivation I have with the love that I have for you, I'm gonna really make sure that you're
Time to
successful.
pause. Please stop.
You must
Close your eyes.
commit to
Count
6 hours
1, 2,
you
3,
must commit
4, 5.
6
Close
hours
your
per
eyes.
day, every day. That's the point. If you commit to this, we're gonna be so successful that I promise you, 1 year time, we're gonna be so happy. But you must commit to 6 hours per day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I will guide you. I will help you. I will make everything in my power to make it as easy as possible for you to schedule and to be working on the job at hand.
Yeah.
But you must do the work. The work is 6 hours per day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's plenty of work you can do on your own. I mean, once you get a handle of doing the testing on the platforms, you would be able to open a platform, log in, start playing around with it, and then writing down all the problems that then you can bring to our session the next day, right? So there's definitely a lot of things you can do. The only other thing I have on this list is that we do have to address issues. We are a cooperative. Issues do come up, and people have issues and questions, and there's recruitment and other things that come up that can distract us from doing the work. So sometimes it's like, let me focus on the work, you go deal with the issues, and then collectively we're better off. Or two, we both work on the issues and we get them done as quickly as possible, and then we move on.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, tomorrow main session is going to be 4 hours before now. And at that session, we have issues to deal with. You don't have to show up. In fact, you're not allowed to show up until you've completed your recruitment process, right? So basically, you just need to complete your POP at this point, and we need to get agreement on the expectations, right? But if we can, you know, maybe we could check in a little before or whatever. We'll see what happens, or we just check in on Friday and prepare for main session next week, right? So
Okay.
right now we have a deliverables budget. The deliverables budget does not include the money from the new contracts because the new contracts have not been agreed to yet. So we legally don't have access to them. So that is the focus point of getting the new contracts approved so that
Jay, let me stop you here.
Yeah.
The point is that there is a lot of money here, right? We are not organized, we're not efficient, but
Exactly.
there's so much money to make, Babi. Just show up, schedule, show up, do the work, and everything is gonna be good. At this time, you all these different
Time for breath.
kinds
Please
of
stop and get ready.
spoken work, or
Inhale.
technology
1,
work, or
2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So
let's relax and
yes. So I can't guarantee anything for example, July, right? But I can say we have a very good opportunity and probability that if we complete all the work that we will be able to make that much money in July, if not more, right? So I am excited about it. I wouldn't be putting all of my time into this if I didn't believe in it. Obviously, I believe in what I'm doing. It's just that other people don't, you know? And so that certainly sucks, but it's just like the world we live in. Anyone who's trying to do good things for the world gets screwed. If I just wanted to be corrupt and go screw people over and basically do scams or do whatever, I could make millions of dollars easily. Because that's how the world works. The world loves scammers and loves people to go out there and manipulate people and take money from people. You can make so much money. But I'm just not interested in that. That's just not what I'm interested in. So the world does not particularly support the kind of work that I'm doing.
Our side.
Yeah. So it is what it is, but yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I think we're ready for wrap up.
Okay, so I'm gonna draft the proposal, and again, this proposal does have to be approved. So we're going to talk about it tomorrow in the main session. We'll see what we can put together, and then from there, we'll just
Okay.
do it one step at a time. Yeah.
Where is draft you propose?
I was drafting on line 80, 87. So
87.
Okay, Bobby, come to line 87.
Yeah, I'm on 87. Proposal.
Where are you? I don't see you.
Yes.
Questions? Worksheet question.
No, to hire Babi for 2000.
Yeah. You hear that?
Yeah, as a core foundational
I don't see you.
COP worker. I can read it.
Okay.
Start date, details, start date.
To hire Bobby for 2,400 months core conditional work.
Expectations, 25%. Only get paid for completed. Oh. Only get completed for deliverables income.
Yeah, meaning
Okay.
client work. You need to be doing client work.
well, we actually have a
Means you
client
need to schedule
and
with Jay.
operations
You need
now.
to schedule with Jay.
So we
That's
actually
it.
have client and
Schedule with
operations
Jay.
now.
5. Open your eyes.
So client work is
Schedule with Jay.
unlimited client work, and operations is only up to like, I don't know, $300, something like that. Right?
Okay.
So the jurisdiction, we usually add your jurisdiction as Milan, and this is very important because you know, when
Very
people are
expensive.
voting, when people are
No,
voting,
very
people need to
expensive.
understand. Yeah. So
Bobby
family
is
individuals,
currently
like-
on a rent of, I believe, $2,000 per month.
Yeah.
Right? Bobby?
Yeah.
How much is your rent?
2,200. 2,000 1 month, 2,200 when I have to pay the electricity bill.
Euros. 2,000.
Euros.
Yeah, so it's a very expensive jurisdiction.
Yeah, I'm changing. I'm looking. Tomorrow I have a house viewing. I'm
Wow.
trying to change because I need a less
But
expensive.
if everything goes well, you don't need to change nothing.
Well, for
Saving
the,
money is
for
good.
If you work hard,
the-
if you
the-
really
no,
work
but-
hard on this, you will not.
Wait, let's
I
be
will help you.
realistic.
I'm
I
gonna get
don't
the
want.
bonus.
It's
I'm gonna
good
get my
to
bonus
dream.
tomorrow. I
It's good
can
to
help
dream,
you.
but before I don't have money, man, I don't want to struggle like I struggle every month. And by law, when you have a child needs her own room. We sleep in the same bed. So for the
Which is
judge,
not
not a good thing.
Not
I
true,
need
but-
a house with 2 bedrooms because of the child, you know. Otherwise,
But-
so this is another issue. Anyway,
Yes.
it's not
Okay.
important.
We have many issues, my friend. Okay, we have many issues.
Yeah, man.
Was we are.
Tell me what-
Borgi means issues.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Never a dull moment.
we can
Never a dull
check
moment.
the criteria for the proposal by going into the recruitment process. Let's just go in there. So if we go to process for recruitment, this is line, where are we? Here we go, line 37, stage 3. It should tell us, it should have an example proposal because that's part of the process. So let's see. Proposal is line
Yeah.
4. All right, so copy and update proposal. Of
There
course,
now,
there's
Jay,
nothing here. Wonderful. I love it that there's nothing here. Wonderful.
Jay,
Yeah. All right.
you know
Anyways.
your voice it's so beautiful. Your voice is just so beautiful.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see. Oh, I know where we can find proposals. We can find proposals in the recruitment channel. So let me just.
Time to take a break.
But otherwise, I think we're ready to check out.
Write down
You
whatever
wrap up and
you
check
were
out.
about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
I
Yeah.
will think about this proposal.
Okay, here we go,
Let's
right
check
here.
out-
I found the example proposal, or a previous proposal. All right, so it has the 30 hours per week. So we forgot. So 24 hours a month for 30 hours per week, right? So we forgot to add that. We have
Yeah.
we have the jurisdiction, but we didn't get the jurisdiction exactly, so I'm gonna update that. It's very easy.
Yeah, but
Then we have the agreement on the schedule. So Alberto's trying to get you to agree to 6 hours a day. So this is basically your commitment
a
or your
day.
schedule is 6 hours a day for 6 hours per day for 6 days per week.
Days per week. Yeah.
So let's see what that adds up to just to make sure it's clear.
144
6
hours
times
per
6, that's
month.
36 hours. So we could say 5 days per week. Okay?
No, it's 104. Yeah, if it's
Yeah, let's
yeah,
do
20
5
hours
days
per
per
week.
week.
Committed
20 hours
to
per week, yes.
committed to
Yeah.
6 days per week. So you're committed to 6 days per week, but the actual proposal is for 5 days a week because it's 30 hours. Okay, so you can't propose for more than 30 hours a week because that's full time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Then I sexually agreed to publicly searchable communications. So this is very important. Without publicly searchable communications, you don't get paid. Estimated cost of the recruitment process. So you technically
Bobby,
can get paid
we
for
are
$12
now
for
we
the
are
recruitment
currently
process.
on YouTube. You agree on
Can
that?
get paid up to $12 for the recruitment process. So let's say you go through the recruitment process and you decide that you don't want to join, we pay everybody up to $12 just to be recruited. Okay, so it's not a lot of money, but just to let you know, we'll pay you $12 for your time. It's like what it is. Okay, and this is
You
technically
will get recruited, Bobby.
$2 per deliverable for there's 6 deliverables total for the recruitment process. So again, we have lots of deliverables that are very low amounts of money. We have to focus on the big ticket item deliverables, specifically the new contracts, to get paid. All right, so as for first world, right? Because we want a lot of money, not just a little bit. For Lucy and Martines, they can actually make $300, $600 just by doing small deliverables. And then we have your estimated time.
Yeah.
So your estimated time is what we did? We did 2 hours, 2.5 hours, right? 2.5 hours. Okay. So
Lay?
that's the proposal. So the only thing that's outstanding is your start date, and I'm gonna verify your cost of living. So it's
No,
2,307.
we think about it. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. We're not gonna vote on this proposal now.
Well, we're gonna vote on it tomorrow at the main session
Yeah,
with Lucy
tomorrow.
and
Yeah.
So asynchronous or real time, we'll see. I will give you the details.
Okay, cool. So I got the jurisdictional values verified, and so those are now correct.
Yeah, I saw it.
So then the only
It's
thing
more-
outstanding is the start date. So for us, it's easiest to just say your start date would be the
Starting is
new moon.
immediate, right?
What?
It's immediate.
Yeah.
Immediate,
Yeah.
yeah. So
What
if we
did
did
this-
immediate,
Today.
that would be like, for example, as soon as you finished your
Yeah.
soon as you finish stage 5 legal
Stage 5.
responsibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So under the only other option that you have is
Can I
the
take these question marks away?
sure. So we would just say as soon as possible, as soon as possible when you finish stage 5 legal
Yeah.
responsibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Legal responsibility, what is it? Do I have to read it? There are some papers.
Yeah,
I
we
have to
we
read,
went
right?
over it already. It's basically there's 3 primary steps of like approving the forms, doing your bio for the website, and then doing and then doing the terms.
Okay.
So the terms. So the reason why we do the legal responsibility is as a cooperative, you are already a member and you're already an owner, right? So basically,
Yeah.
you have a right to question anything. So you can either agree to the terms and agree to all the policies and agree to everything, or you can say, okay, what is this? I want this changed before I agree. And then we can discuss and make changes and make sure we're all on the same page for what our expectations are. So some of our policies, for example, are that we do not encourage people to have our work as their primary source of income, right? That is a policy. So that means that if you're not able to make enough money through this, like we're not personally accountable in saying that you are going to do that. We're going to do our best. And under our policies, if you help bring in the money, you get to make decisions on the money itself. Right? So that's a very, very important. If we're successful and we're successful in bringing money through the work that we do, you have a right as an owner with that money that's brought in to make decisions over how that money is used. So you have a direct say in the money that you bring in. Whereas most organizations, the money just goes to the rich and the capital, and the people who actually do the work have no say in anything, right?
And
It's
the
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start.
So
Please
that's
get focused on the session.
so we can guarantee that if we bring in the money that you will get paid because you have a right to make sure you get paid, but we can't guarantee that the money's going to come in, right? So it's just a matter of getting the work done and making sure that everybody is understanding the expectations and, you know, is working towards success, and that we're all in this together and we're all working to be successful together, right? So that's the best that we can do, you know, and being realistic that, okay, like over the next month or two, depending on how things go, sure, like don't not have another option that potentially could come up. Just be smart about it. You know what I mean? Like, this is a social organization. We're a social. Me and Alberto are 100% committed that this is the future.
Yeah.
We believe this is the
100%.
future. Like all other jobs and things that are falling apart, like what is left, it's literally creating the world that we believe in and understanding, rethinking value in relationship to what we believe in, and building a world where basically we're paid to do the work that is the work of humanity, right? Like, what better way to build an economy that functions with AI? Because the other future of the world is basically the rich just get richer, AI are enslaved along with all the humans, and then we're all just totally screwed. You know what I mean? And the rich make they're trillions, they're trillionaires. You know, like we're gonna have the first trillionaire potentially in the next year and a half, or like 3 years. I mean, they're basically already a trillionaire, right? We already have the first trillionaire. It's just a matter of time. It's
By the next year, for sure.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
like, you know, we're
not
committed
something
to
that
this.
needs to be concerned by you, Babi.
Yeah.
Babi, you need to be trusting me and just humility, as I told you. Be humble and let's move forward.
So the
But
only
it's hard work, very hard work.
definitely hard work. So the only other option is what we call the business budget. Typically the expectation would be you would start with operations, learn the operations, get understanding on that, then go to the client work. You probably just want to skip straight to the client work because we need to make money, and that's where the money is the client work. And then you go to the business running the business, right? So when you run the business, this is what's called the benefits budget. We currently don't have the benefits budget, and this is where you get money and value for just being a member, right? So there's benefits like health benefits, you know, all these things. So if you want to help build a benefits budget, we can do that, and it would be better because you would have a value that you would basically be guaranteed
Please
in addition to your normal pay, right? But it's a lot more work to put that together.
4, 5. Open your eyes.
So the benefits budget is very complicated. The operations and client work for deliverables is very, very simple, right? So simple deliverables budget, and the benefits budget is complicated, complex benefits budget.
I think it's okay.
But I just want to make sure that you understand that's something that you can graduate to, and we.
Yeah, enough information for today.
I'm a bit confused now.
No, I will guide you, Babi. Don't worry.
Okay.
Like, think about it like this: the deliverables budget means that you complete a platform. Let's say each platform's with right now each platform might be worth $30. After that, each platform will be $50 or whatever. Maybe more. I don't know. We'll have to just get all of the new contracts set up. But then we have like, you know, 30 platforms. You're gonna be multiplying 30 platforms times $50, and you're getting $1,500, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the funds come in, is that we're repeating the same things over and over and over again, and we're finalizing things, and we're building the revenue, and we're bringing in the money. So
You see, Jay.
That's how we build. So the complex benefits budget is saying, okay, each client brings in, you know, we bring in $200 from the client, or let's say $2,000 from the client. A certain percentage of that goes towards bills. Then a certain percentage of that goes towards, you know, health benefits. A certain percentage of that goes
Jay,
towards,
this
you know,
is
so it gets
something
very
I don't even
complicated to
follow you.
run a
We
business,
see.
right? Do you see how running a
We
business is
see.
very, very complicated? Because you have to break up all the income into the bills and the benefits and all of the payrolls, everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, but
You're going too fast for me
yeah, too
now.
fast. We are not. Sorry. We are
Alright.
very limited in our.
All right, we're done. But the bottom line is that if you have kids and you need to pay rent and you need to actually be functional in an organization, we need a benefits budget. We need to run a business. We can't just expect to get paid without running a business. That's my point. Okay, I'm just making sure you
Yeah.
understand that
Oh,
if we
yeah,
want to be
yeah, yeah, yeah,
serious,
sure.
we
We
have to run
understand
a
that, and we
business.
make sure it happens.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
So I think we're ready to wrap up and check
Wrap
out.
up.
We did 2.5 hours.
So I wanna. Yeah. So how much
Next
hours
steps.
we did?
I think we did
Let's
2.5 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for Bobby.
Yeah, thank you, Jay, for
This
explaining.
we want to
Time
keep
for
track.
breath.
Yeah.
Please stop. Get ready.
You don't wanna
Inhale. 1,
But-
2, 3. Exhale.
And
1, 2.
how many hours
3.
from now is the
Inhale
main
together.
session?
1, 2.
It would have been
Exhale. Relax.
it would have been 4.5 hours before this time.
So from this point, how many hours? Can you
Well,
tell me?
we would just take 24 minus 4, so it'd be 19.5 hours for now.
19.5 hours from now.
Yeah. That's correct.
19.5 hours from.
So, really quickly on the wrap up, I don't know if you can see my screen or if you're looking at
Yes.
the notes. So you have 2.5 hours. I think it's gonna end up being 2.75 hours. And yours was blue. So blue is communications. Client work is always pink, and then recruitment is an
Okay.
internal operation, which is green. So me and Alberto actually did recruitment, right? You
Yes.
did communications
Yes.
because you're the one doing the interview. Me and Alberto were conducting the interview. Okay.
Yeah.
So just so
yeah,
you
yeah.
understand it helps understand the
Yeah,
color
yeah,
coding
yeah,
of
yeah.
everything. Yeah. And then our next steps
Mhm.
is the proposal voting at main session, and the pop. Make sure you get your pop done, and then you're gonna do stage 5. All right. Legal responsibility. All right.
correct.
So that is
Yes.
it as far as the next steps.
Mhm.
And then of course the main session is in 19.5 hours. And then we do a HOPper
Are
evaluation.
you sure?
So
Wait.
what?
So 23 hours from now. Bobby,
Yes.
basically it's the main session is at midnight tomorrow for me, which is okay, which means at 10 p.m.
It's okay, and it's
You
2
must be
hours.
available.
It's 2
Right?
hours session, right?
Huh?
2
I don't know
hours.
how much. Yeah, maybe more, but it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
no, but tomorrow I don't have my daughter tomorrow night, so
10 p.m. Can you be available 10 p.m.?
yeah, I don't have my daughter, so it's fine tomorrow.
Cool. And check
Okay.
Discord.
Then-
Check Discord. You know, like a half an hour to 15 minutes before the session, we should be
Yeah,
checking in
we
on
will be
Discord
checking.
and coordinating, making sure we have the link. It's gonna be the same link as today, and then we're just gonna
Yeah.
coordinate and make sure all that, and then make sure you get your pop done beforehand, and then everything will be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time
And
pause.
stage
Please
5,
stop.
the
Close
top
your
and
eyes.
stage
Stage
5.
5 is all
1,
the
2,
documentation. Don't worry.
3, 4,
Okay.
Tomorrow
5.
we have to
Open
have
your eyes.
everything ready for stage 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow we will meet. So basically, this is how it works, Bobby. It doesn't matter who shows up. mean, it does matter very much who shows up, right? So the main session has the power as policies, right? We have policies, right? Everything works as policies are king. You need to understand law. We have law, the law, right? So the main session has the power to take decisions. So we can be just me and Jay, yeah? Or they, no, one person is not enough, okay? But you and Jay, yeah? If just you and Jay are there in a main session, and we bring the proposal for you to be hired at these very high amounts, it's approved. Then of course everybody has the power to question and to maybe ask for a revision. This of course is normal, right? But main sessions are very important because in our organization main sessions are where the consciousness get together in taking decisions.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that tomorrow, 10 p.m. your time, you are available for the next session. So let's try to meet a couple of hours before to be ready.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really good to understand decision making. So I'm glad that Alberto brought it up. So right now it's basically me, you, Lucy, and Martins. Sandra might show up. It's possible. And then what's interesting about it is that Alberto, because he's not asking for money at this time, actually technically has a little bit more power. But because he's an owner, he has equal power to everyone else. And you have on the HR board, if there's problems in the team and we can't get agreement and everything falls apart, the HR board oversees the final decision, which is going to be Alice and Abu Bakar. Okay? So if there's problems, things go to the HR board. If that is even problems, things go to the board of directors, and then there's the membership. Okay? So, and that's actually one other key thing I would add to our list of essential priorities is the membership meeting. Which I would put as number 7, because the membership meeting is going to be March, and it's very, very important because we are accountable to the public and the members, and so we need to have that membership meeting, and it needs to go well. Okay, very important.
Time to stretch. Please stop.
Anyway, Babi,
Stand up
yeah,
and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, stretch. Okay, cool. So I think we're done. I think we did everything.
Oh, wait, Babi, we are in the wrap up. Babi.
Yes.
So we're doing our hyper evaluation.
And I don't know why.
Yes, come down and see you. You're inside.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, we are giving
a feedback.
A feedback on the session, right?
Yes, and I don't know why I'm not able to write in it.
You can write.
Oh, I can fix that. Yeah,
Of course I
always
can.
just.
Before I could,
Oh, no.
and now I cannot.
Oh yeah, you can. Okay, good.
All right.
Good. So yeah, if you ever have trouble, just let us know and we will fix it. Because there's always going to be something wrong. Nothing ever goes perfectly. Always.
Never. With computers.
Okay, thank you everybody. It's been a great session. I'm so happy.
I'm excited. Thank you, guys.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'm excited
Thank you.
too. I will send the summary.
Everything, and we'll meet tomorrow 10 p.m. Albi, we schedule me and you
Yeah,
an
we
hour.
scheduled before. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
we thought.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Ciao.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Talk
you,
to y'all
Jay.
later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Bye bye.